and a city actually. In this particular first volume, it ends in 1962. You get an almost richness of what growing up in Liverpool at that time and being inspired by music and wanting to form a band and how that came about is brilliantly realised in this book. When you were starting this project, I mean, your story with the Beatles goes back to, I think, the early 1980s, doesn't it?
Well, it goes back to 1963 when I first heard them, but in terms of researching them, it goes back to 1979.
Yeah.
So I've been researching them now for nearly 40 years, with probably the rest of my life still to come.
Yeah. And so when you started this monumental book project, because this is the first of 3 volumes, Epstein, what is your initial thoughts when you were thinking about the Beatles, when you were first starting this project about Epstein? What was your relationship with Epstein? I mean, we've seen in Anti-War's, I think it's a rather lovely film, was in the second half as well, many people providing their own reminiscences and representations of Epstein. But what was he for you? What were you thinking about when you first went?
I knew he was complicated, obviously. I felt certain that he had been misrepresented on the printed page. I think probably the best attempt to tell his story was this film, which was 1998, and which I saw when it went out and had seen a couple of times since then. But I just felt sure, back in the 1980s, I was researcher to Ray Coleman, the rock biographer. And I, in fact, wanted to write a biography of Brian, but didn't feel that I had the ability to do biographies, so I was better at researching in those days. And so I encouraged Ray to write it, and I did his research. And the reason for the book was because Brian was not a well-understood person. In fact, he was beginning to be more and more misunderstood. And he is dogged by myths of mismanagement and 25% and all that kind of thing. Some people out there kind of have this feeling that he made some calamitous mistakes. And I just felt there was much, much more to the picture than that. So I got Ray, or helped Ray, to write that book, but it wasn't the book it could have been. And so when I embarked on this 3-volume history, I knew that I had to try to get the Brian Epstein history as accurate as possible and tell it as faithfully as possible, well, sympathy wouldn't be quite the right word, because I'm not looking to paint him in a good light any more than I'm looking to paint him in a bad light. I just want to try to get him right. And it is difficult, because he was a complicated man.
Yeah.
But I think with the first volume, with Tune In, Brian features significantly. And I explain, for example, the way he set about managing the Beatles. In this film, we skirt over the first year of his management in pretty much the blink of an eye. That's not a criticism, they're making a film, it's a different discipline, but obviously with a book like this that covers life almost in real time, I very much wanted to look at how Brian managed the Beatles. He managed them with an extraordinary sense of verve, belief, passion, love, and devotion. And in the first year, having never managed any pop artists, whatever you want to call them, any musicians before, he did a superlative job. And the year ends with them on the cusp of their first #1, which he has very much helped build up.
Yeah.
The talent is theirs, but it needed shaping, it needed corralling, and that's what Brian gave them. So I will, in the next 2 volumes, continue to tell Brian's story, and it will continue to surprise people.
I mean,